Afternoon baseball now on the show as you get a look at Yankee Stadium here in New York. Ought to be a good one here between the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Yankees. Yankees baseball comes your way next. Number 57, a hurler from South Carolina, will be the starting pitcher in this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, one of the areas where he's fared real well, when he gets into jams, he's able to get out of them. He has not allowed a lot of hits when guys are out in scoring position. He'll hope to continue that here in this one.
Manny Machado makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Manny Machado.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Gardner is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
One of the keys to the game for this guy is going to be getting outs early in the count. It doesn't necessarily have to be one pitch like it was there, but he needs to keep those 20-pitch innings to a minimum. That's a good start to the game for him there.
Number 25 will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play. Here comes the first pitch. To first. Teixeira is up with it, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Well, how about this to start your afternoon? 2 pitches, 2 outs here in the first. I don't think they're all going to be that easy, but this is definitely a dream start so far.
Mark Trumbo will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. Into the seats, 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Dribbled to the right side. Boy, and slow out of the box that time as he's tagged out quickly. Orioles down on just 4 pitches. Orioles nothing. Yankees coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Number 37 is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Baltimore. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, he's got a 2-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, so he's throwing the ball pretty well. We'll see how that translates into this one.
Here comes Brett Gardner now as he'll lead things off in the home first.
Leading off for the Yankees, left fielder, Brett Gardner.
Shot towards second. Scope dives. What a stop. Got him.
No way. That was awesome.
Batting second.
On a ball hit like that, if you're the pitcher, you're thinking, oh, base hit. But not this time. What tremendous defense out there. Great diving stop. Makes the play and gets the out. And the pitcher acknowledges it, and he's happy about it.
Into the box now, Jacoby Ellsbury. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He pulls this one into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but it's one of those situations where you get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here, no balls and a strike. That batting average up in the stratosphere here to begin play. 10 home runs and an even 20 RBIs. And he falls behind 0-2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up. right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Second inning upcoming here in the Bronx with no score. Chris Davis will dig in for the first time now. One home run shy of 30 on the year so far.
Chris Davis.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. You know, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here, EK. They'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
And this time of year is really starting to catch up with these guys now. They've been fairly lifeless here in these past few games. Bullpen's tired, the starters are tired. Heck, everybody's tired. But you've got to find a way to push through it.
Batting fifth, second baseman.
And with one away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play. Jonathan Scope will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Well, Kingsley's a pretty fair umpire. Sometimes a pitcher will get a call in the corners, but he rarely has people barking at him about a strike zone.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Grounded back up the middle. Glove by Castro. Throw gets him. 2 down.
And you know, against a lot of second basemen, this is going to be an infield single. But watch how he fields this thing and then maneuvers his body into a good throwing motion and unloads it quickly to get his man.
Pedro Alvarez will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Ran it in on the fists. 0-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Tapped out in front of home. Throw on to Teixeira is going to be in time, and with it, the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Mark Teixeira will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Come on, you look at the numbers on this guy, and you have to wonder, why does he continue to be in the lineup? He's got 1 hit in his last 10 games. Come on.
A cold strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him, because that thing was right down Broadway.
Hit sharply toward the right side, but an atom ball right to him for the first out.
Batting fifth.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean, hammered out there. But he's going to wind up with nothing to show for it.
Here's Didi Gregorius. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. Solo shot to right center. Number 14 on the season, as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
that pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Starlin Castro will take his first cuts here as we run the numbers to see his splits between July and August.
Castro.
Into the windup and the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Under it is the left fielder. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
Batting seventh, designated hitter, Ryan McCann.
Brian McCann gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with two gone in the bottom of the second. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A solo home run for Brian McCann, number 14 on the season, and this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
And this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go of it.
Batting eighth, right
into the
fielder,
box now, number 99. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
Boy, he goes right back to that same pitch that he just gave up a home run on. Put it in another dangerous location, too. Lucky he got away with that one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot here to left center field as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead. And how about that? Number 99 has got himself his first big league round tripper. We'll have to wait and see how many more of these he can mount in his career, but for now I'm sure he's happy to say he's got his first.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. I'm sure he was practically floating as he jogged the bases. He'll be replaying that at-bat over and over. You know his phone's going to blow up. He's going to be calling his mom, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
batting ninth.
Standing in now, Ronald Torreyes.
Ronald Torreyes.
Checked his swing there and pops this one up. And Hardy will make the catch. That retires the side. So they get 3 runs here, all coming via solo home runs. We played 2 full. It's the Yankees 3 and the Orioles nothing. A look there at the most famous urban park in the United States, Central Park, set to go again here from Yankee Stadium. Matt Wieters will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the 3rd inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Right side, defense aligned perfectly. Teixeira's got it. And don't quite know what was going on there, but he's into first base safely.
Sometimes it's just better to be lucky than good. This ball's not hit hard at all, but it's in a spot where it's going to work out perfectly for him. And he's on base to start this inning with an infield single.
J.J. Hardy will come forward now as we give you a look at his home and away splits so far this year. Before the first pitch, a check at first, and he's back standing. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And he thought to bunting here with the number 8 hitter up there.
Well, I'm more of a National League guy, so I'd maybe think about it, but in the American League, you just don't see it used all that often.
Nobody out, runner on first. Snap throw from the catcher, but he gets back in time. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Batting ninth.
Good hard slider that time. You'll see the 10-inch break on pitch track. That all adds up to a pretty good pitch.
Into the box, number 29, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. And you figure to see that changeup more and more as this day progresses.
And the first time through the lineup, you want these guys to know that you've got this pitch in your arsenal. Sometimes pitchers want to hold on to pitches and not show everything right away, but here, you want these guys to be thinking, I know he's got that changeup, so I'd better not sit on the fastball too often.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. Runners on first with 1 down. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Well, so much for being thrown out of rhythm by that leadoff single. Doesn't seem to have affected him one bit. Come back with the 2 straight strikeouts, and now he's turned things around in this inning.
Manny Machado will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
Hit to short. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Well, he needed a hit like this. Got to get him to snap out of this cold streak. I mean, you're just looking for something to go your way, and that ball, it's not hit particularly well, but it happens to find a hole. He's saying, man, it's about time.
Number 25 stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
Next pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 home. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. A throw behind the runner at second, and the runner will get back standing.
Keeping an eye on him.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Brett Gardner digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Drives it to deep right field. Back goes Trumbo, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, that didn't take long to get a man into scoring position. And quite truthfully, he's probably a little bit unlucky that he's not touching third and home here as well. No waiting for a pitch here. He jumps on that very first pitch of the inning and nearly drives it out of here.
Jacoby Ellsbury stands in for the second time. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
And Matt, you know what? It's always a little frustrating when you square one up, you hit a solid live drive somewhere, and all you get to show for it is a nice little jog right back to the dugout. That can get in your head a little bit after a while.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Center fielder giving chase. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
So a double and a fly ball move a man to third now with one away. Now if they could just get another fly ball, it would likely net him a run.
Gary Sanchez is into the box for his second at-bat. He popped out into foul territory his first time up.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with one away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is...
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. Number 11 for him on the season, and that'll stake the Yankees to a 5-0 lead now.
One out, runner on third. He's just looking for something he can get in the air, and he does a lot more than that. He gets this thing high in the air all right, and all the way over the wall, too.
Here's the first baseman, Mark Teixeira now. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. It looks like this is going to be one of those times.
To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot off the bat of Mark Teixeira. Number 11 for him on the season. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Oh, he's absolutely wearing it out there at this point. I mean, here's back-to-back home runs on top of what he's given up already. Come on, enough's enough.
Now batting.
Here's Didi Gregorius.
Didi Gregorius.
Skied into straightaway right. There to take it is Trumbo, and there are two away now. So they do pick up the out here, but with 6 runs home against them already, it's not going to help out the team ERA by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, Matt, as we take a look at this graphic here, you can see this isn't one of the stats this team is very proud of. So with an inflated team ERA like that, they're used to having to outscore people to win. That puts an awful lot of pressure on their offense.
And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen.
This is hit high and deep out to left. Back on it is the left fielder at the track. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. 3 innings complete. The Yankees lead this one 6-0. Mark Trumbo will come forward now to start the inning, and with his guys down 6 in the early going, they're going to need to put something together here or risk being blown out.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is you've got to come up with something, even if it's just one run. You got to let those guys over there know that you haven't given up and that you're going to fight them until the last out.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Chop foul over towards the dugout. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Oh, I think you'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Yep, another good job right there to get that first out. And you can pretty much bet he's probably thinking to himself, anytime my boys get me 6 runs of support, I think we're going to be okay. This is a pretty tough hole to climb out of now.
Chris Davis is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Jonathan Scope stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Here's the first pitch to him. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Brian McCann is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. And a rather easy first out.
And you know, normally when you see a play like this, you figure if this guy's all the way out into the outfield like he is right there, you figure he's already in the shift. But actually, this is all range right there. He's way out on the outfield grass, and he's able to gather this thing up and make the play from a tough angle, too.
In now, number 99. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Well, this is pretty strange, guys. He's thrown a first pitch strike to every batter he's faced, and yet he's obviously struggling quite a bit. He's throwing strikes, but they're just way too hittable.
And here's another ball well hit. This one to left field. The onslaught will continue as this is going to be another home run. A solo shot here to left, his second of the game, as this lead swells to 7-0.
You want to talk about an offensive explosion? That's 6 home runs as a team so far. I mean, you might get that once a season. The whole lineup's been absolutely dialed in.
And now here comes Oriole manager Buck Showalter on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So the pitching line will not be kind to him here this afternoon, as he just pretty much could not get anything working. Chris Tillman is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Ronald Torreyes. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
Fly ball heading for the alley. Center fielder on the run. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Well, no shortage of offense early on. That's already 10 hits combined between these two teams. And he pulls into second with a hard hit double right here.
Here's Brett Gardner now. Check to swing there and pops this one up. Scope is there for it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Yeah, you can see he tried to hold back, but he'd gone too far already, so this becomes a simple little pop-out.
So 2 are gone now in the Yankee half of the 4th, and that'll bring in the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
And, you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Tillman sets. Here he comes 0-1. Belted high and deep into right center. Trumbo looks up, and this one is gone. A home run. So a 2-run shot for Jacoby Ellsbury. 6th home run on the season for him, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Talk about everybody having hits. Jeez. I think everybody in this lineup's going to have a home run before this one's done. That's 7 home runs as a team.
The batter.
Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left, his 2nd home run of the game, as this lead got even wider.
Well, as an offense, you always wish that you could bottle whatever you've got going right now and take it into all your games. Whatever it is, sometimes guys just feed off one another. They start thinking, well, hey, if this guy can hit a home run and then he hits a home run, when I get up there, Maybe I can hit a home run too. And now that's 3 home runs they've struck for in this one inning.
Now batting, first baseman.
Here's the first baseman, Mark Teixeira now. Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. Out of here. And how about that? Back-to-back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game as the blowout continues.
Oh, and what's got to be running through that pitcher's mind right now? He already served up back-to-back home runs. You know he's feeling lousy. Then he throws one pitch to the third guy, and it gets hammered. I tell you, they're just jumping all over him right now.
Now batting.
Here's Didi Gregorius.
Didi Gregorius.
As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Oh, man, if you're a pitching coach, you might want to update your resume after this performance. His guys have been brutal.
2 out, nobody on. Liner towards second. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is retired. A ball ticketed for right center, but the ticket is revoked as he goes up to pull this one down. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Pedro Alvarez heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up.
First pitch on its way. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Oh, and he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Right side and right into the shift. Backhanded. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
And that's what the 2-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Striding into the box, Matt Wieters. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Decent numbers, but nothing amazing from the left side of the plate so far this season.
Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Ellsbury going back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
These guys haven't had a whole lot of solid contact so far, but he says, hey, Steve, I'll show you some solid contact right here. This ball nearly gets out of the ballpark, but it winds up off the wall, and they've got a good shot at their first run here as he's into second base with a double.
Here's the shortstop now, J.J. Hardy, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
You know, I can't help but notice how much he's getting ahead of the hitters right now. I'm told he's throwing around 80% first pitch strikes. That's way above average.
Now a look and a throw back to second. And the runner back easily. The 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here it comes, 0-2. And a swing and a miss there on a late-breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Oh, and that's a good pitch right there. That's just a hard-breaking slider down and away. And you get the hitter to be enticed by that pitch when it's about halfway there. That was looking like it was going to be a fastball on the outer half, then it just flat disappears on you, and you're left wondering, what happened?
Standing in now, number 29, as he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Starlin Castro will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Long run for the center fielder. He's got it 1 away.
He's just trying to get a fastball in there to start the inning. Ball winds up getting hit pretty well, but not well enough to do any damage. It's a 1-pitch out.
Brian McCann steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. Tillman into his motion. Here's the first pitch. 92 splits the plate, and it's strike 1. Now a check swing here and a little looper. Scope is there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Might have had visions of another home run there. This pitch is right in his wheelhouse, but he winds up swinging right underneath it and popping it straight up.
In now, number 99. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Check to swing there and pops this one up. Tillman has got it, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, but they lead it 11-0. Manny Machado will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. A quick out, number 1.
Now batting. Number
Yeah,
25.
a good pitch there as he gets the pop out on the fastball as we take a look at his pitch breakdown so far.
Number 25 will dig in. 0 for 2 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the right fielder. 2 down.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Mark Trumbo will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
And he'll start the at-bat with a slider that didn't miss by a whole lot. It's ball one. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
3-0 now.
I think at this point, a 2-out walk isn't the worst thing in the world. You'd like to avoid it if you can, but this can be a dangerous spot if you just groove one.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Ellsbury is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They trail in this one 11-0. Ronald Torreyes gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
Third baseman, Ronald Torreyes.
Hit high and deep out to left center field. Going back is the left fielder. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. So a solo shot here to left center field as they just continue to pour it on here.
You want to talk about instant offense? How about the first pitch of the inning? He's just hoping to get ahead here with a first pitch strike, but now all of a sudden, he's got a guy circling the bases.
Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen.
Here's Brett Gardner now.
Brett Gardner.
Swinging a ball hit in the air to right field, and deep back is the right fielder, but he will look up and watch this one sail out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 8th home run on the season for him as this lead got even wider.
As a pitcher, and especially as a relief pitcher, you got to have a short memory out there. Here, he gets burned again on back-to-back home runs. Not really what you want to do when you're coming out of the pen.
Jacoby Ellsbury gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point.
Ellsbury.
Tillman's ready. First pitch on the way. Hard hit ball towards the hole. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So that's a pair of hits for him now this afternoon as he lines that one sharply into right as he tacks on to his total, currently 3rd best on the Yankee ball club.
Well, he hasn't exactly been tearing the league apart, but he's making enough noise with the bat to be respected. Clearly, he's a large piece of this offense.
Gary Sanchez will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take you back to inning number 4. And this was his 2nd home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. First offering on its way. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Time to play pitching coach. What's he doing wrong?
It's more of a question of what's he doing right. It ain't much.
Runner at first is Ellsbury with nobody out. Line drive to left. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit. And that wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoked.
Here's the first baseman, Mark Teixeira, now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
As a hitter here, you've got to make him get the ball up. You don't go swinging at pitches that are down in the zone and more likely to turn into double play balls.
Oh, and Teixeira gets on top of this one as this ball sent in the air to deep right. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Taken high and deep to right. Trumbo looking up. Gone! A 3-run home run for Mark Teixeira. His 3rd home run of the ball game as the blowout continues.
Well, we wondered what he'd have to do for an encore. Here it is. His 3rd home run of the ball game. He's having an afternoon to remember so far.
Didi Gregorius will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Swing, and this is also hit well out to deep center. Going back is the center fielder, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall.
The batter, number 14.
Oh,
Second baseman.
darn near had his 2nd home run of the ball game. You see, this thing bangs off the wall out there, and he's into second with a double.
Here's Starlin Castro as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Under it is the center fielder. Makes the play, 1 away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Well, he gets you out there, but he's not missing many bats right now. You guys are really putting together some good swings against him so far.
Into the box, Brian McCann. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's set. Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. One out and a runner on second base. Swing, and he pulls the fastball high in the air toward deep right center. Waiting on it, the center fielder. 2 gone. The relay, but he gets back in time, safe at second base.
I think at first he probably had thoughts about tagging up here, but there's that old baseball adage, don't make the last out of the inning at third base. So staying at second, probably the right call.
Number 99 will dig in. 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far.
Yeah, getting another chance to go for that big 3-homer game, Matt. Looking very dangerous up there so far.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Hit high and deep to right center. Racing back to center fielder, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And the runner from second is in to score. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
And you know, there are plenty of times when a team's not going to score 17 runs in a week. And these guys have got it done in 1 game so far. about saving a few of those?
Coming to the plate again, Ronald Torreyes, as he'll bat for the second time in the inning. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Number 25 is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. All told, 10 men come to the plate here. 6 of them score. 7th inning coming up. The Yankees lead it 17-0. Back here in the Bronx. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Anthony Swarzak will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Anthony Swarzak.
Chris Davis will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. A chance here at least for this guy to get some work in what should be a fairly low-stress appearance.
Yeah, but it seems like these outings are where you relax a little bit too much, you give up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. He'll need to guard against that.
And the 7th inning starts with a fly out here, 1 away.
Yeah, that's just a low fastball here on the outside corner. You see him try to drive the ball the other way, but he got under it just a little bit too much, and that becomes an easy fly out.
Here's Jonathan Scope now, as he will swing at the first pitch and send a ground ball out to short. Throw on to Teixeira, 2 down.
How about this out of the bullpen? 3 pitches, 2 outs. Can't do a whole lot better than that.
Pedro Alvarez will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ballgame.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. We'll see the speedy Brett Gardner start things out when we come back. The Yankees lead it 17-0. Brian Dunsing will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Brett Gardner will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. And that's in there for strike 1. Shot toward right center, and they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through.
Well, he's homered, he's doubled, and now he adds a single to that total. He's left himself with the toughest leg of the cycle remaining, but he'll at least have a chance to pick up that 4th and final leg next time through the order.
Jacoby Ellsbury gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. First pitch coming, here it is. Swing, and he pulls the fastball high in the air toward deep right center. And this is going to find the gap for his 3rd hit of the afternoon. This one for extra bases. And a relay home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
make it 18 runs home now, and this has been an absolute drubbing. And it might not be over yet.
Gary Sanchez stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
From the stretch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Trumbo. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, first baseman, Mark Teixeira.
Mark Teixeira will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. And it's a foul ball according to the ump down the line. Awfully close that time. And now let's hold on a second here. It looks like the umpires are going to converge, and there may be some question as to whether or not that was really a foul ball. You can see him pointing down the right field line. And I would not be a bit surprised if they decide to go inside to have a look at this, and indeed they will do that. All right, here comes our umpiring crew with their ruling, and it is a home run. They overturn their initial ruling, as they say this, in fact, was inside the foul pole. How about that?
Now batting.
Here's Didi Gregorius.
Didi Gregorius.
Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. Gone. Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. Solo shot to right center. His second home run of the game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, this place just hasn't stopped buzzing from the last home run. Now, all of a sudden, 1 pitch later, watching another guy take a trot around the bases. That just shows you can't take any pitches off in this game.
The batter, number 14.
Here's Starlin Castro.
Starlin Castro.
She'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
And now, even with 4 runs in against you here in the inning, you got to just wipe the slate clean and just take the approach that you're starting over out there.
Oh, could it be 3 in a row? Center fielder going back. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Up next for
well,
the Yankees.
This ball seemed like it stayed in the air a long time, but he had a long way to go to get to it. And look at this catch he makes when he finally gets there. A one-handed grab with his back to the infield. That was really well done.
Into the box, Brian McCann. Oh, he checked his swing there and pops this one up. Machado is there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Yankees are out in front, 21-0. Matt Wieters comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Adam Warren will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Adam Warren.
Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away. Something to be said for home cooking, apparently, as you get a look at our line score. This one never in doubt, as the home standing nine have outplayed their guests in every facet of the game. J.J. Hardy stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. That's yanked into the stands. Strike one. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Swung on and missed that time by Hardy as he finds himself behind 0-2 now.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Number 29 will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Chop foul at the plate. Strike one. 0-1 pitch on its way. Oh, a lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
And you can tell by the way these guys are swinging. They're just not picking the ball up very well. A lot of late swings. Pitches are getting on these guys quick.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Brad Brock will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Number 99 will try it again. 2 home runs and a double to his credit thus far.
And on the mound, he's thinking, great. Hey, just throw it up there and hope for the best. Pretty much all you can do when a guy is this hot.
Now a swing and an easy fly ball out toward right center. Trumbo is in his tracks now. 1 pitch, 1 away.
And that's probably going to be his final at-bat. So you figure he won't get his 3rd home run of the game, but still, he's been a real handful here in this one.
Ronald Torreyes comes forward as he'll try to replicate what he did back in the 6th, that being a home run, of course. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Right down Broadway that time. Strike one. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 called. Checked his swing there and pops this one up. Machado is there, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
And at this point in the game, your defenders will love you for this. He's been able to pick up the first 2 outs of the inning here on just 4 pitches.
So standing in, Brett Gardner, and we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle.
And you know, that's the toughest one to get in a cycle, but you can bet that he's going to try to stretch any double into a triple if he gets any chance at all.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Now a swing and a fly ball hit fairly well out to deep center field. Center fielder has a beat on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. But you can forgive them as they still hold an enormous lead. Manny Machado will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Gardner's after it. He gets there, but he missed it.
Yeah, it looked like a fairly routine play there. Don't know if he took his eye off it or what, but he winds up basically whiffing on the catch, and that's going to wind up a 2-base error.
Number 25 will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Here's the 0-2. Chopped weakly to the left. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Mark Trumbo will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
First and second here with nobody out. Lifted in the air out to right. Number 99 is there, and he'll bring this one in. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
Good job there at second base of doing the math in his head and figuring out he can make it up to third. So that puts runners on the corners now with only one away.
Chris Davis will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all-or-nothing type hitters. But, hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Runners are at first and third, one away. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1 and 2.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And, of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Snap throw from the catcher. And he saw it coming that time, back in standing. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Still 2 and 2. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Well, he allowed the first 2 guys to get on in this inning, and that's something you never want to do. But then he bears down. He gets the previous guy to fly out. Then he comes up with a huge strikeout right here. That's a good job to bounce back just when things were starting to look a little grim.
Now in the box, Jonathan Scope. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Out in front of it, strike one. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, this is one that wasn't exactly keeping you on the edge of your seat, but if you're a fan of offense, then you had to enjoy it, and they get the victory here by a double-digit margin.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here. Mark Teixeira, one for the ages. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award. But what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Yankees come out on top, 21-0. So long from the Bronx.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 56 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.